Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 Money Method video. And in today's video we are going to be using this car right here, which is the Nissan Silvia S15 touring car. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so if you guys don't have the vehicle yet, what you guys want to do is go brand central, go to Asia Pacific, and then go to Nissan. Wait for it to load up. There we go. Go to the showroom and scroll all the way over here, and you have this car right here, which we'll be using today, which is the Nissan Silvia Spec R Aero S15 touring car. This does cost 350,000 credits, so it's not that bad, but we are gonna be slapping in a pretty expensive engine swap for this tune, so yeah, keep that in mind. Also got this pretty interesting gold color here. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to the next part. Alright, so moving on to the next part of the video, which is the engine swap. So the engine swap for this car right here, we're going to be using the one on the right, which is the VK45DE GTR, which does cost 600,000 credits, which is quite pricey for an engine swap. So yeah, the car costs 350k credits, and plus the engine swap, which is 600k, and plus a few upgrades here and there, we're looking at about a million plus. So yeah, a little pricey, but hey, it is what it is. It's not too bad. Next, we have the rims. So the rim diameter will be 18 inch, is standard size. Rim width will be standard size as well, and the offset will be set to wide. Alright, so yeah, make sure you guys set it to wide. Alright, so before we continue, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. Okay, so here is the tune. We are going to be running racing hard tires. Also make sure you guys buy racing intermediates and heavy wets, because the race we're going to be doing does have weather, so make sure you guys have intermediates and heavy wet tires ready. So yeah, we are going to be mainly running racing hard tires though. So here's the suspension tune. You guys can pause the video so you guys can take a good look at it and copy it one by one. So here's the suspension, here's the differential gear, and then here's the aerodynamics. 200 for the front, 345 for the rear. ECU, full control computer. Output adjustment will be 70%, and then the performance adjustment, ballast 0, ballast positioning 0, power restrictor will be 93%, and then the transmission will be fully customizable racing transmission. Top speed automatically adjusted will be 340 kilometers an hour, and then here's the manual adjustment, which I didn't really change. I only changed the top speed right here, which is automatically adjusted. Nothing for the nitrous, of course. And then supercharger, well, turbocharger right here will be a high RPM, so make sure you guys have that installed. High RPM turbocharger. And scrolling through, the front and rear brake balance, like this one right here, brakes, front and rear balance, I did set it to 1. And then for everything else is normal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. The race we will be doing will be in Europe, and then right here in France, the 24 Hours of Le Mans track. And the race we will be doing is this, the World Touring Car 700, WTC 700. Here it is. It is an endurance race, 30 minutes long, and it does have tire and fuel consumption, and it also has weather. The weather in this race is randomized, so keep that in mind and be careful. Alright, time for the strategy for the race with this car. So what you guys want to do is set your fuel map all the way to 1, so that is full power, and after that just keep an eye out on the weather radar. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, because I can't really give you guys an exact lap on when to pit, because the weather in this race is randomized. So like sometimes when you do the race, sometimes it starts raining at lap number 2, sometimes it starts raining at lap number 4, or maybe 5, or maybe it like barely even rains for the whole race, for like the whole 30 minutes. But yeah, the weather is randomized in this race, so just keep an eye out on the weather radar, and if it starts raining heavily or it starts to get a little slippery, well, you guys know what to do. Just go pit, switch to intermediates or wet tires. That's up to you guys, depends on the situation, depends on how bad the weather really is. And at the end of lap number 2 right here, about to enter lap number 3, and as you guys can see, the rain is about to get onto the track. Checking the fuel map, still have a decent amount of fuel left, still running on fuel map number 1, by the way, so that is full power. Alright, at the end of lap number 3, I decided to pit right here because, well, need a bit of fuel. And at the same time, I also had to pit because if you look at the weather radar, it looked like the rain was about to get worse. So I had to swap tires in advance, like, you know, before the rain got here. So I had to switch to racing wets, which, not gonna lie, not the greatest idea, because I thought the rain was gonna be bad, but it wasn't actually the worst. So I was like, intermediates or wet tires? I decided to go for wet tires. I think I should have gone for intermediate, or I think I could have pushed out one extra lap with the racing hard slicks, but nah. I decided to put in and swap for wet tires, and also fuel up until the car's full. Alright, so after exiting the pit lane, I do set my fuel map all the way to 6, so that's all the way to lean. Keep in mind that this could be different for you guys, because for me I had to pit a little early because of, you know, the weather. It is randomized, so keep that in mind. It depends on what lap you have to pit and all that, so yeah, just play around with the race, try to do what's right so you can, you know, get a nice and easy win. Should be no problem, it's quite easy. Alright, this was quite annoying. In lap number 5, rain stopped a bit, and then there was another rain cloud, and that rain cloud, the rain looked proper bad. It looked horrible, and look at my wet tires. It's not doing great. So you know what that means. Straight into the pit lane I go. So as you guys can see, the weather radar, it just showed there for like a second. It was proper raining now, so I had to swap out for a new set of wet tires, because the wet tires I have right now, well, previously, look at it, it has worn off horribly, so I had to get a new set of wet tires. And I also didn't refuel because I know that I had enough fuel left to finish the whole race. And right after exiting the pit lane, new set of wet tires, I can finally properly drive in the condition. Although it is gonna stop raining soon, but the track is going to be very wet, like very wet. So yeah, thank God I got a new set of wet tires. I also do keep my fuel map set to 6 still, until, I guess, pretty much until the final lap. Alright, on the, well, last corner of lap number 6, as I enter lap number 7, timer 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. So by the time the timer is over, lap number 7 is pretty much going to be my final lap. And if you guys do have enough fuel, left for the final lap, I recommend going full power, so you guys can just, you know, do the final lap quickly, like what I do, just like what I did right here. A fuel map, set it all the way to 1, set it all to full power, because, you know, I have enough fuel to complete the whole lap on fuel map 1. Oh yeah, by the way, since this car is rear-wheel drive, please be careful when, you know, driving in the rain or when the track is wet, because, you know, you might spin out, because, you know, this car is rear-wheel drive. So be careful. You can turn on traction control if you need to, that's up to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, before the race ends, before, you know, I finish this race, let's talk about the penalties that can ruin your clean racing bonus for this race. So there's only one, I think, and that's when you ignore a yellow flag. So yeah, just be careful, don't ignore a yellow flag, and you should be good. And there you go, finishing first place. Very nice. Alright, and here's the payout. There you go, got my clean racing bonus, and in a moment it will show how long it took for me to complete the race. And yep, there it is. And that's going to be the end of today's Gran Turismo 7 money method video. So if you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you all next one, and peace out.